after a, 7-8 month absence. Just different things going on with us, with family members, with kids, grandkids.
Some travel. We did go to Alaska.
Yeah.
Did an Alaskan cruise.
We've done some travel. We made some big life-changing decisions that we're going to talk about. And we've kind of decided that we don't want to focus this channel on food. For one, we were just wasting money. We were wasting a lot of money buying stuff that we would never try. We didn't like. Some things we did like, but, we were just, I think one month I looked it up and, we were spending $800 a month to $1,000 a month just eating out. And half of that was to make videos. And we really weren't getting, I guess, return on investment, so to speak.
Right.
It'd be different if we had 30,000 subscribers and we were making money off the videos, but we don't. So we are going to change gears on that. There still will be some food.
Yeah, we like to eat.
There will still be food, maybe more cooking videos. We're both in our 50s now, so we're trying to eat healthier to live longer so that we can enjoy our amazing grandkids for as long as possible. And, you eat out fast food or even at a nice restaurant with all the preservatives and seed oils and all that kind of stuff, it's eventually going to catch up to you.
Yeah, so one of the biggest reasons we have been absent from the channel is due to me. I was having some women's health issues and having a hard time finding a physician, even though I work in healthcare, finding a physician that would listen and kind of help me figure out what was going on. So lots of testing, just a lot of...
nothing serious.
No. I wasn't feeling well, but there were a lot of tests just to make sure it wasn't something serious. And so I did get a clean bill of health there, but ultimately I had surgery. And so that was at least a couple months recovery time for that as well. But I'm doing great. Things are fine. But within that, when you deal with health issues, any kind of health concern, when you don't really truly know what the root cause is, you start looking at your food and those kinds of things. And so that kind of led into, as well as taking a break from the fast food and the eating out and just the junk. And, we've talked about, a lot of you ask, well, how are you all both not, 800 pounds with all the food you eat? But, Chris goes to the gym most days during the week. I was walking 6 miles a day before my health issues, actually during some of it, but I couldn't do anything after surgery. So just a real reset for our bodies and our health. And we have a lot of people in our age group, friends of ours, that are on a lot of different medicines. Thankfully, Chris and I, neither one are. We do take a lot of supplements and things like that. But we're not on high blood pressure, high cholesterol, any of that. We're not on any of that kind of stuff. And we want to continue that trend.
Yes.
And so we are trying to make better decisions from that standpoint. But so although that is my health reasons are why we have been absent from the channel, that's not the biggest change in our lives.
It's not even close. Not even close. For those of you who know, some of you don't know, Debbie and I have only been married 6 years. And when we got married, I moved into her house. I lived in an apartment, and when we got married, I moved in with her, and her house was the house her and her first husband built together in 2000. So
yeah,
nothing wrong with the house. Great house, great
Love
location, great location. Loved it. But over the last 6 years, even when we were engaged and before we got married, we kept kicking around the idea of moving, getting something that is ours, where every memory in it is just us, not a previous spouse.
And I still had 2 kids at home at the time we got married, so.
Yeah, so we've, for 6 years, we've talked about, buying something, building something.
Knocking out a wall where we were.
Yeah,
really
completely remodeling where we were. I mean, one day, Debbie just said, put the house for sale. If we're not going to talk about it anymore, put the house up for sale, and then we'll figure out what we're going to do.
Yeah, because, Chris was not going to make that decision. It was my home for 25 years. My kids were raised there. And so I think for him, that's not a decision he was comfortable making for us. And I think I just came to the realization that we got to rip the Band-Aid off. If we're ever going to have something that's just ours, I have to let go of this. And I wasn't ever opposed to it. Financially, there's things that you have to consider. But I just got to the point where, the kids were out of the house. And, you got to start doing the things that you need to do for you and your spouse that make sense and that are going to make you the happiest. And I just felt kind of stuck and really wanting to move on and build something with Chris. And so we started looking for property because we kind of decided I don't think we want to buy someone else's thing.
We don't want someone else's.
And he has built a house previously as I had built ours, so we both know what that process looks like and what we're getting into. We're not going into this blindly. But then we started looking for property, and we found a 5-acre lot that was 0.3 miles away from where we were.
Right around the corner from where we were. And
it sounded perfect, right? We love the area.
Yeah, I can't say this enough how much we loved the location, the area that we lived.
Yeah.
But it didn't work out.
There were signs everywhere that it was not. We were on our Alaskan cruise and got some information about the lot and some restrictions, and we were like, okay, it does not feel like God is blessing this thought, this lot or this process, and maybe we need to stop and just kind of maybe take stock. Now, at the time, we had an offer on our house.
We had a contract.
And
yes.
So that eventually fell through. They just changed their minds. It wasn't anything wrong. So then we felt, at the time, we were like, okay, well, we got to hurry up and find something else. And then that fell through, and God really gave us the time to look a little bit more. And we found
this. So this is what we ended up with. It is a 10.6 acre lot, about 20 minutes from where we were living. It is in the middle of God's country.
which we love.
There's one house across the street. The guy's cutting his grass just waved at us. That house is probably 200 yards from where our house will be. And then we've got one house to the left of our property that's probably 500 yards from where our house will be. So we will have no immediate neighbors.
Yeah, there's only like 10 lots anyway out here.
Yes, there's 2 streets. There's, I think, 6 lots on one street and 4 on the other. And our next door neighbor bought 4 of the 6 lots on our street. So we will be peacefully in the middle of nowhere. The lot is about 5 acres of field, and then the rest is woods. There are deer, there are turkey, there are bobcats, coyotes. We have everything out here. And it's where we're going to spend the rest of our life. Probably, let me set this camera up. Probably, if you can see that big bush straight ahead in the middle, our house is going to be in that general area. And if you can look back through those trees, we get the most amazing sunset every night. The sun just drops right back through those trees. But as you can see, it is a big piece of property, and it's just beautiful. It's hard to even explain. I know the camera's not going to do it justice, but we are super excited to build on it. We have a gravel driveway currently, but the gravel road currently, but the city has told the developer that once the 8th house has broke ground, or 80% of the houses have broke ground, the city will come through and blacktop the road, which will be nice. I don't care, honestly, either way, if it stays gravel or becomes blacktop, because we're basically at the end of the road. There will be one house past ours, so we're not really going to have to worry about traffic. But the plan is, once the house is built, we're going to get some chickens. We might get some goats. I want to raise...
If we get rid of the bobcat.
Yeah, if we get rid of the bobcat. I want to get some bees for honey and to pollinate the garden. So we've got big plans, and it's going to be a lot of work, but it's going to be worth it.
Now, in other later videos, we will kind of go through with you guys the process of picking out a floor plan, because we have about 3 we're looking at. Haven't really made a decision. We will walk you guys through the speaking to builders. We haven't picked one of those out yet either. And most likely, most of that won't start until the beginning of the year, because we have got lots of travel videos for you guys coming up soon. And we're going to keep that under our hat until we're right there to show you guys where we're going to be visiting and traveling to.
We've got a busy fall coming up.
So you have seen where we were living, and you see where we are going to be living. Where are we living now? Well, let's show you. We are currently living at E-Town RV Park. It is family owned, with laundry, bathhouses, paved roads, and concrete pads, all of which are 35 feet long. We've enjoyed our time here so far. Our 3 dogs seem to enjoy it as well. Thank you for catching up with us, and we will see you on the next video.